Yeah, man. When you get a chance, can you look in the back for my DVD collection of the Snorks? I've been looking for it because I'm trying to load it into AI and like put them in bikinis. Oh, hey guys. Welcome back to the Yabba Dabba Dude talk show. My name is Jack. Tonight's guest is a communist. Please welcome to the set, Comrade Bobby Nichols.
Dunga. Thank you, friend. Comrade.
It's great to have you. So, hey, real talk, though. Thanks for making time for me between, like, destroying the fabric of Western civilization and stealing Mom Donnie's fonts.
You're so welcome.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you noticed that I was stealing those fonts.
You do know that people don't vote for fonts, right?
I would actually want to point out that technically I'm reappropriating the fonts. They've been seized for the community. It's not stealing. It's just, generosity.
This fucking communist. So, this has been driving me crazy, right? So, Brooke St. George and MAGA Joe put their pictures on their campaign posters, and you decided not to. Is that because you think that you're ugly?
I mean, that's part of it. But the main reason was I didn't want anybody drawing on my face to make me look any better than I am in real life. Really trying to not be dishonest in any way as far as how I present myself to the voters of Tempe.
So you're a lawyer.
Maybe.
I heard that fucking sucks.
Yeah.
I heard it's like the worst job of all time.
We have really high suicide rates.
Right. And so to you, running for Tempe City Council is like better than wanting to kill yourself as a lawyer.
Yeah. So legitimately, 2024, all I did was work in dependency court. Dependency court is where the state hangs out with the worst parents in the world and oftentimes has to step in and take care of the kids. So very much, like pretty much every month I was part of the state separating a family, and that didn't feel good. And yeah, it's also really, really stressful because it happens all the time.
Wow. That's fucking depressing, man.
Yeah.
You probably make good money, huh?
Not incredible money, actually. As a state attorney, the Attorney General's office is pretty well known for being the lowest paying public attorney job you can get, except for being a public defender.
Is that why you can't afford Ozempic?
That's one of the reasons.
Yeah.
But, the main reason is I waste all of my money on, figuring out which fonts Zoran is using and then putting that into my campaign ads.
What are your thoughts on papyrus?
It's got its places, right?
Yeah.
But I don't think it's the campaign trail.
Okay. You wouldn't run a papyrus campaign?
I don't think I would, no. I would probably not.
Okay. You're aligned with the DSA, right? Like Bernie Bros?
I'm technically Bernie was never a member of the DSA, actually. But
okay.
yeah, we did a lot of work on his campaign, and that's how I got involved with the DSA initially.
Nice. Do you want to take this moment to apologize to Hillary Clinton for what you guys did?
No.
Let me ask you this. I think people have been pretty impressed with your campaign and how it's gone forward and you being out there. But I think people get the feeling that you have larger ambitions and larger goals, right? So are you here to be a Tempe guy and take care of Tempe, or is this like a stepping stone into future political offices? Are we dealing with like a Kirsten Cinema here, or what are we doing?
How fucking dare you say that to me? No, I have no plans to run for higher office. I chose to run for city council because I have a pretty solid understanding of my limitations, and I think that this is the place where I can influence the most change in the most reasonable amount of time.
The city council, as it stands, constantly votes 7-0. They vote as a block. They protect each other from criticism. They hang out with each other in their free time. Are you going to hang out with Randy Keating and Arlene Chin and just kick back, drink some beers, watch a TV show with them, you know, be real butt buddies with those peeps?
Well, I would say that watching TV shows and being butt buddies is probably off the menu, but it depends on their beer choices, I guess, whether I would have a beer with them or not. Probably. I don't know. I can have a beer every now and then. Are they paying?
I mean, I think we're paying.
Then yes.
Okay. I hate to do this to you, man.
No, you don't.
I do. I have a sponsor for today's show, and I have to do a quick sponsorship spot. Okay. So can you just hang tight?
Yeah,
okay, hold on. Come on, get the fuck over here. Guys, today's episode of the Yabba Dabba Dude Talk Show is brought to you by Jazz Crabs. They're crabs that play jazz. You can get them. They might actually be sold out. I don't know, but this is our sponsor for today. The Coyotes Arena, in my opinion, was a watershed moment that destroyed the trust and relationship between the citizens of Tempe and their government. In your own words, what do you think happened there? What caused that breakdown?
As soon as the election, right after the Coyotes vote, they just people of Tempe reelected all of the running incumbents, and then one person who was slated with the running incumbents. So I think it created a lot of outrage because nobody wants mob type having billionaires to get tax breaks. I think that's a pretty popular political stance.
I got some real quick questions. These are simple. Do you commit to not voting to raise the Tempe PD budget?
Yes.
Do you support an ordinance or law that enshrines people's right to offer mutual aid wherever it's necessary?
Yes, I do.
What is your favorite Counting Crows song?
I don't have one.
Wow, what the fucking bullshit. If you get elected, will you commit right now to holding your victory party at the Rainforest Cafe at AZ Mills?
No.
Listen, they pour hard, okay? And I understand that the gorilla is a little broken and it's a little scary right now. But, like, I just think, given who you are as a person, I think that's the right place for you, man.
Can you elaborate on that?
Yeah, I think that you're scary like a broken gorilla. I think that, you know, you're kind of a boogeyman to a lot of the, like, 80-year-old women in Tempe.
Yeah. Do the 80-year-old women in Tempe know about the broken gorilla at Arizona Mills Rainforest Cafe?
I think the only people at Arizona Mills are 80 right now.
Because I don't know if they're coming to my victory party. So does that even really make sense?
I just really want to go to Rainforest Cafe.
We can go to Rainforest Cafe separately from that.
Are you asking me out on a date?
Yeah. I love you.
It's fucking woke. Are you willing to be an asshole to the city council and the mayor, or are you down to kind of like get in, hang out, get along where you can? What's your approach to working with people so out of touch?
Yeah, there's a carrot and a stick approach. And the carrot is you have to have all these like diamonds and give them just large bags of diamonds.
Is this a Minecraft thing?
No, carrots as in like, or gold. You could give them gold too.
Okay,
So
I've never had a carrot.
C-A-R-A-T-S. And then the stick is, you got to be able to go around with a big stick and say, hey guys, we need to do something differently. And in this case, the big stick is the people of Tempe, who they're already afraid of.
I just real fast, don't think about it. Just spit out the answer. I just want you to rate the city council members on a scale of A to F. You know, like school, like grades.
Mm-hmm.
I failed high school. So.
Okay.
Arlene Chin.
C.
Nikki Amberg.
C.
Randy Keating.
C.
Jennifer Adams.
C minus.
Burdetta Hodge.
C.
Doreen Garland.
C.
Mayor Corey Woods.
C.
Cool. That is the most non-committal fucking answers I've ever heard in my life.
I gave you a C minus.
Oh, well. You gave a C minus to the drunk. That's cool. What do you think Tempe's role is going to be in protecting the citizens from ICE?
I think it's mostly going to be giving people as much space to operate without ICE interactions as possible. So that means getting rid of the flock cameras and canceling that contract, which has been shown to feed into ICE databases, whether or not the cities that have the contracts approve it or not. So you can't just say, oh, well, we're not intentionally sharing data that comes from Flock with ICE because Flock, the company, is happy to do it without your permission. So getting rid of that contract. Then I'd also like to look at what's happening in Chicago, where we take city-owned properties and we say you can't stage here, prohibit that from happening, create ICE-free zones like Mayor Brandon Johnson did. And then also something that happened out in Phoenix recently, the city council passed a new policy for the police that said you can't detain anyone based on suspected immigration status. And they'll say in Tempe, well, we already don't do that, but that's not a good reason to not put an official policy in place that says we can't do that.
One eternity later.
The red light cameras have been statistically shown to reduce fatal accidents. So I like people not dying in car crashes, but yeah, I don't agree with it. I don't. The expansion of our surveillance state.
Paul
is
Walker
bad.
died in a crash, and he was cool.
Yeah, Princess Diana died in a crash too.
Also super cool. And you're against.
But were they cool because they died in crashes?
Yeah, no,
I would
100%.
contest that.
Wow.
That was just one of the things that made them cool.
I think it's the coolest thing they've ever done.
Yeah, I can't agree with that.
Okay, so what part of Paul Walker's career did you like more than that?
Pretty much all the stuff he did when he was alive.
Was it that dinosaur movie?
No, it was all those car movies.
Oh, the ones about family.
Yeah, well,
Family Feud.
Right. Yeah, that's what it was called because because there was the Rock and Vin Diesel hated each other, so they called it Family Feud. That's right.
That's right. I forgot about that. I like those films. You know who I like in those movies?
Who?
Luda.
Chris?
Yeah. I like him.
Nice.
Because he's got hose.
In different area codes, yeah.
Yeah. And I don't, but one day.
Yeah, me either.
That would be so sick, right? Can you imagine?
I am very happily engaged, and unless she's moving around to different area codes.
What if you got her a second cell phone with a different area code?
Yeah, that would work too. Then yes.
All right. We're solving problems here, man.
I love it.
This is so good. Well, listen, I think we're gonna wrap up. Is there anything you could talk directly into your camera? I'll cut it because it's not going to be good, but you could talk into it. Is there anything you want to tell the people of Tempe? Impart them with a lesson or a reason for voting for you or anything.
So I want to speak directly to Tempe's renters. You're paying too much for your rent. Your rents are not stable enough. You have landlords who don't seem to care whether or not your housing is livable. And I can't believe how infrequently you all vote. I really need you to get out there this time so that we can, do something about that. Because if you don't vote for somebody who's going to represent your interests, you'll never be able to fix these things.